The tropical system headed toward Florida, now a Category 1 hurricane, just upgraded this morning. Idalia expected to intensify rapidly through the Gulf of Mexico today and will make landfall on Florida's Gulf Coast as early as tomorrow. 21 million people currently under tropical storm and hurricane watches along Florida's west coast, while high-risk areas are under mandatory evacuations this morning. The National Weather Service warning Idalia could bring life-threatening storm surge and hurricane-force winds, as well as major flood risks in some areas. In response to the hurricane, President Biden, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis did speak yesterday. Biden already has approved an emergency declaration for the state, while FEMA has pre-deployed personnel and assets. DeSantis announced the state has prepared 200,000 gallons of pre-staged fuel to be made available once the storm makes its way through. Let's go to meteorologist Angie Lassman tracking the storm. Angie, good morning. What does this path look like?
Good morning, Willie. This path takes it straight into Florida. This is a dangerous and life-threatening situation that's going to evolve over the next 24 hours, basically. Right now, Hurricane Idalia coming in at Category 1, 75 miles per hour. That barely puts it into a hurricane status, but it's going to rapidly intensify here as we get through the next 20-ish hours before it makes landfall. We're talking it needs 35 mile per hour increase in its winds in order to be considered rapid intensification. It's going to definitely get that. Right now, moving north at 14 miles per hour, that pace is going to pick up as well. It's right now leaving us with some rain across parts of Cuba and moving into parts of Florida later today with those outer rain bands. But check out all of these watches and warnings that we already have up. The tropical alerts include much of the state of Florida, including a hurricane warning that goes around parts of the Big Bend, stretching down past Tampa Bay. That area looks like it's going to be the most impacted. So let's talk about some of those impacts. We've got the track taking it into parts of the Gulf of Mexico, which, by the way, are ridiculously warm. We're talking upper 80s for water temperatures there, and not just at the surface level. This is deep into the water. So even as we see the mixing from the hurricane, it still has plenty of fuel, likely becoming a Category 3. If it makes landfall as a Category 3 in this area, that will be the first time since 1950. People there may have never seen a system like this working on shore. It's going to bring life-threatening storm surge, and on top of that, some heavy rainfall, some strong winds, of course. The storm surge, though, Willie, this is going to be something that I really want people to take seriously, especially if you're on the right side of that storm, where it comes on shore 8 to 12 feet, and that is ground level up to 12 feet. We're talking a stop sign is 9 feet at most, so it's really life-threatening situation that will unfold there.
Yeah, this is sizing up to be a major storm. Aqua fence going up around Tampa General Hospital to protect that hospital so they can continue to operate. So everybody should take this very seriously. Angie Lassman, we'll be back to you throughout the morning. Thanks so much.